I done led gangs. I done sold. I done ran the streets. I done did all the bad shit. And guess what? That shit was easy. This music shit's the hardest shit.
Navigating the politics.
Bro, and it's like,
It's
the politics of gangs is easy. Violence.
Like, stay away from me, because, and I don't want to respond. I don't want to do none of that, because when I decide that it's real beef, then I'm gonna treat it like real beef, and you're not gonna see me post. You're not gonna see me do anything, and I'm gonna be a soldier now again. Like and I'm telling you, there's a lot of dudes I know for a fact. They see me and Mark really getting crazy. They're like, hold on, let me go do the homework on the white kid, right? They did the homework, and they're like, fuck.
Yep.
Because they can't say nothing.
There's no
Nothing
flaw.
work
They
out
can't
for
say
you.
nothing. You go to the prisons, you go to anywhere, even women. Like
you got to go through them uncomfortable situations to really
see how people
tighten
react.
your bond.
Yeah.
And Champ will tell you, like, we've been through, this is my blood cousin, like, he'll tell you, like, he's seen us go through things where we epping, like, we catching episodes together, and then the next day is we waking up like it's normal, like it's whatever. It's really about forgiveness and moving on and making amends, no matter what, whether you're right or wrong, you're my brother, and I'm a step for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 10 toes. The same thing with you, B. Luke. Like, if I see you out there in the gym, I'm not going to just stand there and watch you get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to hold you down, gang.
Bounce back, ain't got a moment. When they see you down, just know they love it all.
Hey.
Your mother's dying wish was for me to take care of you boys. And I promised her that, and that's what I plan to do.
Where's Africa? Hold on, mama, let me get the door. Yo, who is it?
It's me.
It's me.
Hey, yo. Hey everyone, welcome to the Bounce Back Podcast. I'm your host, B. Luke. I got a couple special guests with me. They might look a little familiar to y'all, but maybe for the new people, why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hey, it's all Supreme in the building, man. You know what time it is. This has been a place of familiarity for me, especially for my brother Mort. And today we finally got the first MARXMEN interview in line, man. And shout out my brother Champ in the background too, man. Don't forget, only family behind us.
He got an interview coming up soon.
Yeah, y'all will see brother Bird coming soon.
This is the first official MARXMEN interview.
It's big things, y'all. Pay attention.
All right, so let's get right into it. MARXMEN, the name. Where'd you come up with the name? And then talk about it's a duo. How the duo formed. And what's the plan, bro?
So basically, man, right? Again, we both been here. This is a great place to be. Shout out my man B. Luke, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been here on a solo.
Generation is the one where MS-13 tried to come and get real crazy in our city. MS-13 was going, you know what I mean, ape shit in our city.
My brother's been here.
He like 20 below. Last nigga got hit in a pile of snow. Why they do him like that? Cause he lying for hoes. We send niggas to their grave cause we riding for bro. We send niggas to their grave, man. Free names.
Boston got that sound, man. That's the sound in Boston right now. That's crazy. I'm telling you.
Brought a bunch of people by here. He's might as well be co-hosting soon. No, but yeah, much love, man, for B. Luke. And again, this is how it started. Like we both had our own motion. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, we end up knowing like-minded people and some of the same people, like good friends. You know what I'm saying? And the first night ever that we actually met was you had my man Beast. Shout out to Beast. He was
in Massachusetts DOC. You don't do that if you jacking, you crack. You just don't, because off the rep we're the bottom of the food chain in the DOC, and everybody that did time in Massachusetts, Shirley Max, to any camp, we're not the majority. You know what I'm saying? So I turned 3 years going to the county, going upstate to 7.5. That's what it was, standing on morals and principles. And I seen a lot of dudes I looked up to, dudes even that was vicious.
Crazy on the show. And yeah, he had that's my brother from a long time, so he don't really come out like that. I had a big I was just hosting. I wasn't even performing that night. Then I got asked to perform, but I was just hosting. So I had shout out Kateria Cologne from Exposed TV and Matt Thomas too. They came out. A bunch of people came out.
Shout out to Voss.
It was his event that he threw. I mean, so we're just, partying like we should. Thing is, I know my man Beast. He's, you know what I mean. He don't be out like that. When he do, he's just, he's just a militant dude. You know what I'm saying? So I see again. I never met this man before. I see this dude pull up on him at my section, the front of my section. So I'm already like, you know what I mean. scanning everything. Like, I mean, so I know my man. So he'll talk about it to this day. Like he pulled up, and now they're smiling. Like they got
not at first though.
Not at first though. But when the pull up happens, I see it and I'm like, oh, hold on. So when
I walked up, I was like, "What's up, nigga?"
Yeah. And it's like, again, these two have really been locked up with each other.
That's my dog.
They have a crazy love too for each other. So now I pull up and I'm not even really paying. I'm paying attention to 1,000 things. I just see this big shoulder motherfucker over there, and I see Beast, and I'm like, oh no. So I get close, and he'll talk about it to this day. Like I popped up so smooth. He had looked and was like, oh, hold on, like, who the fuck is this white kid right here? And from that day, he'll always remember that. That's like one of the first eye-to-eye interactions we had, but everything was smooth. I mean, so then I don't know if it was later that night. Was it later that night that it was both of us in the end, or it was the next show?
No, so then we did a Talk of the Town show. Okay. Big shout out to Talk of the Town.
Yep.
And that's why this what made me love this brother, because it was us. We was the last two performances, bro, and the club was getting a little dead. You know how it goes. And he looked at me, he said, yo, go ahead, you and Heater.
Like we had to.
It was me and Day Heat doing a performance, and it was him, because he was like supposed to headline the show. He was the last one to go. He said, yo, y'all do y'all thing, my people's already left.
The way it was
and he
scheduled.
let us perform.
Yeah. Somebody
and
had to take a shot.
Sacrificed his set for us, so that shit, that's automatic love. Any artist, anybody doing music that does that, I mean, that says a lot about your character,
right.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Like, and again, like I could have, you know what I mean? Could have argued, could all this stuff.
He could have been like, nah, I'm going,
at the time, you know what I mean? Talk of the Town, that's who I'm like messing with and stuff, Honcho. So he kind of was like, yo, fellas, like, he brought us both right next to each other and was like, yo, this is what it is. The club's being a type of way. We only got one more performance left. And he messes with them, you know what I mean? So he even though I was headlining, he still just was like, yo, let me bring this to the table. And I was like, yeah, nah, you're good, like, good money. So he, I mean, just I don't even know.
So what? Let me ask you, how refreshing was that to see like some unselfishness and a very selfish and cutthroat?
I'm so selfless that shit made me think of myself. Like that's what I would have did. I'd have did the same. I didn't even know this brother. I would have did the same thing for him. And it was funny because I FaceTime Beast that night. And we in the club like, yo, look what went.
The same dude
vibing, you feel me? And then it was funny because fast forward, we come here to this, then I take him with me to Lawrence, and this is how the MARXMEN literally got created.
Started, from here.
He pulls up to my hood in front of the Sovereign Bank right on Maverick Street and says, wait a minute, parks the car. Your name's Mark?
This is how it started. This whole time I'm calling him Mort. And I'm Preem. See what I mean? So nobody knows my name. Well, you know what I mean?
You could probably guess my name was Mark because of the M of Mort, but I would have never knew his name was Mark.
Right. So like we just one day, I don't even exactly like you said. I don't know how it's just.
He just stopped and he looked me dead in my face. He was like, wait a minute, hold on. All systems shut down.
Yeah, Preem, I didn't know your name was Mark. So that's MARXMEN. That's how the name.
Get me, gang. This is why this interview is important. Because we just moving it, we drinking and driving, like we doing what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes we don't be having time to really explain how much like baby genius goes into a lot of what me and this man do. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to our song titles, it's a lot of people see the trickiness and are like, oh, all right, but like, and just start listening. But it's really, we really are putting things together in a kind of dope way.
Everything has meaning.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Every word, everything.
And I won't even lie. There's somebody like gave the whole idea for the MARXMEN. No
yeah, she's from Cambridge too.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. She know who she is.
She know who she is. Yeah. But so she had said it. She had all the MARXMEN one time. We looked at each other like, we might have to get back at that later. So we and him, we make, I think our first song that we made was Meerkat Supreme, right? Or do I say it backwards every time?
Supreme Meerkat.
It's called Supreme Meerkat. I always say it backwards. And that's our first track ever.
Check that out.
Supreme Meerkat, that shit's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Hasn't even dropped on all plats. Already got
that just was our first joint. And then from there, I ended up coming, like, we were doing, again, shout out Day Heat. I gotta say, shout out Day Heat, man. That's my brother right there. We had a whole thing going 43 AD for a minute. And, I guess the best way to say it for me, the most like normal way to say it is like it's hard for 12, 3, 2 to 15, anywhere in there, like that many talented people. It's hard to get everybody on the same page. Yeah, it really is.
It's like Wu-Tang. You don't see how many Wu-Tangs do you really see?
Exactly. And they go off and on and stuff. And like shout out to them for even being able to keep it together for so long. You see Bone Thugs, you see everybody. So many people fall apart.
You see Mobb Deep, everybody falls apart.
So like
the
again,
Locks and Wu-Tang,
strong-minded people together. Sometimes you gotta know one, not just like how to like play your role, but it's also like just trusting each other type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for that many talented minds and powerful minds to trust each other.
And you gotta go through things outside the music. Like you gotta go through them. We were just talking about this on the way here. Like you gotta go through them uncomfortable situations to really
see how people
tighten
react.
your bond.
Yeah.
And Champ would tell you, like, we've been through, this is my blood cousin, like he'll tell you, like, he's seen us go through things where we epping, like we catching episodes together, and then the next day is we waking up like it's normal, like it's whatever. It's really about forgiveness and moving on and making amends, no matter what, whether you're right or wrong, you're my brother and I'm a step for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 10 toes. The same thing with you, B. Luke. Like, if I see you out there in the gym, I'm not gonna just stand there and watch you get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna hold you down, gang. You know what I'm saying?
So then when me and him, you know, 43 ADs, again, still shout out to 43 AD, you know what I'm saying? I just think over time, things just, not that it went anywhere, left anywhere, it's gone, anything like that. I just think, you know, the connectivity between the main core of it was just started getting a little spaced out, right? So then me and Mort just kind of just was locked in all the time still. Like, that's just something we was, I mean, bro,
why is the group dynamic important though? It seems like that's the thing that y'all was trying. You tried with the 40.
Because it brings. You know what I'm saying? We've been through mad groups with the Hood News shit, with the Dawns, with 43.
We had a bunch of groups of people because we bring that energy. We're trying to always.
But the only thing that stuck together is the MARXMEN. That was like the only thing.
And the bandmates, I will shout out the bandmates. Even that sometimes is a little spread out and a little. That's like our.
Like big shout out to Roxy.
Big shout out to Roxy.
I love when people like connect through my platform or whatever too, because I know you know you guys met at the club or whatever here. But
no,
you guys
we literally
you connected here. That's
we
crazy.
linked up from this house.
And then we went to a show.
Okay, so it was first
from here.
Yes, after this thing, he was like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Chilling." Went to Lawrence.
Burnt him.
He went crazy. Yeah, I just went to show. I didn't even perform. I just watched him perform, and so things. You know, again, we just staying in connection. Like this dude, we'll hit each other up. You know what I mean? In the morning time, 11, whatever time. Hey yo, and we'll talk. This is my little motherfucker I've ever been on the phone with for fucking 6 hours, and then but in between these 6 hours is like 13 different important people chiming in. Like, I start the conversation with him, it's 2 hours long. Hey, yo, hold on, this promoter's calling me. I'm gonna tap him in. Hey, yo, what tapped in here?
And then we getting connected.
Almost like a podcast, guys.
Like,
shit. But it's really like, you know, so I think we just had so much to share with each other here, and then we realized that we both see the same things the same way a lot of the ways, you know what I'm saying? And that made it easy, you know what I'm saying?
And many have came to try to, like, you know, break us up, separate us, turn it, crush the crew, try to sabotage, but it never works.
Yeah, so what's the process of actually making the tracks? Like, right, you guys are, you know, grown men. Everybody got their own life schedules, get a little hectic. You know what I mean? They don't always line up too. You know, I'm sure that might have been an issue too. But
I'll tell you like this. Listen, shout out the MARXMEN tape. That's been out now for a year this month. Still ridiculous. Like it just dropped today, and the making of that tape was
it was a process.
It was a crazy process and one that could maybe never be duplicated because like there was just so many factors. Like you know what I mean? Me and this kid was so outside. We were doing shows all the time that we'd be out drinking, getting fucked up, go to the studio and make 5-7 songs. Like and then pick 2 or 3 out of them. Like those going on tape. So like. It's crazy because the MARXMEN tape wasn't even planned. The only thing that was planned about it once we started it was like the name and how we wanted to go about it. But like, bro, we'd get in there and we would just like most of these songs. The very first song off the MARXMEN tape is called "The Sniper's Hell." Oh my God, bro, we're there with like 15 people, just everybody getting right and stuff. The beat came on. We're in the studio. I literally wrote my verse in 10 minutes. Was like
we both just wrote it on the spot.
Yeah, like he was like a little behind me because he didn't even start writing. He's like with everybody else. I'm like I'm done. He's like, no, you're not.
I played the beat. He heard it. He was like, what?
Yeah.
The song wasn't even called Sniper's Hill at first. It was called Control. And then we changed the name.
Sniper's Hill. Yeah. So again, like beautiful moments like that, bro. It's
and
like
then
almost every time.
Even in this song when I'm like, put me on the track. What I said, gang gon' burn nigga down like a dragon. And he comes in, put me on the track. I forever slay it.
On accident.
Right.
And then we go back like, you know how you drag? Yeah. And it's like, whoa, we didn't even talk about like doing that. That wasn't planned. A lot
of the times we do this and then we look into the after like,
It's one of those like the universe working together in that way, like you said, with the name and then something like that.
Right.
And
it's almost I'm like, yo, these things are talking sometimes more than we're talking to each other. You know what I mean? Like somehow they moving together on it without talking about it.
How does that feel as far as like the encouragement to keep going forward with it? Like when it's like universe, it's deeper than just having some ideas. You feel like the universe is pushing y'all towards that.
100%, Luke, bro. And I felt bro, I again, like, you know what I mean? I know I look a little younger, but like, yo, I've been doing this for a long time, so it's like my old way of writing, like this man bounced me up out of that. Like the push, like who I evolved into as an artist since the first time I met you, Luke. From that day, I was rapping, that's it.
Right.
Well, you go look at my album right now, Arthur Supreme's album, Success is Forgotten Child, that's out. Bro, I'm singing on half of that. Yeah, like, I can't explain
the 3 a.m. in Davis.
Bro,
talk about that, man. That caught me off guard when I was listening to
it's like, you go and listen, like, even,
like, okay.
Exactly. And even on the MARXMEN tip, we have one or two, we have something like that too. Like, all I can say is he pushed me into writing on the spot. I used to write at the crib, and one day he's just like, hey, yo, bro, we're gonna go to this, shout out HBG. He was like, yo, we're gonna go to the young homie's house, and we're gonna have to burn shit. And I'm like, I'm young, I'm not at that level like I'm talking about yet, that he kind of woke me up to, and I'm like, oh, damn, I don't got nothing for it.
I looked at him,
he's like,
bro, he's
like, bro, we're gonna go get a bottle. He's like, and we're burning them. And I'm like,
burning this shit.
I'm like, I mean, so I go there, bro, I swear to God.
That was one of the illest songs we ever made.
75% of a bottle Luna later, and an hour and a half later, we're arm in arm singing one of the illest songs. I done wrote it on the spot. I got the young homies just chanting our words on it. Like, it was like, bro, he, from that day, bro, I give him these flowers all the time. Like, yeah, bro, he opened up a monster in me.
So what about like navigating the politics of the game? Is that a little easier as a duo to at least have somebody?
One of the biggest politics that I navigate, and I stand up for this brother for this, is because it's like, we go through, I want to say the word racism, reverse racism, but being a white dude in this rap shit is harder than being a black dude.
Right, even extra harder,
even for me being from East Boston, right? Even, same thing, right? With gangbanging. But the crazy shit is that, and I tell this dude this all the time, tell his brother this all the time, tell Champ this, that I done led gangs. I done sold drugs. I done ran the streets. I done did all the bad shit. And guess what? That shit was easy. This music shit's the hardest shit.
Navigating the politics.
Bro, and it's like, the politics of gangs is easy. Violence.
Yes.
The politics of drugs is easy. Money. Politics of jail is don't get caught, right? But with this music shit, bro, it's like, I don't know how to like.
There's a lot of thin lines you have to walk on.
What are some of the, like the bad experiences, without, I guess not, if you don't, want to throw anybody under the bus, that's fine. But I remember too seeing a post not too long ago that you would put about like the promo pages not collaborating and stuff like that.
I'll say it straight like this, and he know who he is. It's a he. I'm not gonna sneak this you or sub you. You know who you are. Stop taking people's intellectual properties off this story, screen recording it, and then making it your post. And if you do that, consult with me first if you know me, and tag me and invite me as a fucking collaborator, because you're getting paid off my shit.
Yeah, or even if you're just if you're getting some type of motion, it's just like,
And even like the shit with the Jada shit. That was we did that years ago. You posted it up and we got a little buzz, but somebody went and took it and now it got 600,000 views somewhere, and I'm not even a collaborator on your post. That's wild, gang.
Yeah, I remember actually a coworker here brought that up. I was like, I've been.
That's old dudes. The kids been new. All these people been new. Dudes is nice, bro.
But that must have been good to at least get your name out there buzzing again. Did he at least put your name out there? I forget exactly, or did it just say Boston rapper?
It said more busy. No, I definitely got the name, but they know the name.
Right, exactly.
At this point, like, where's the money?
Yeah.
Like, pay me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I be telling you, like, this shit's lucrative. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's real lucrative, bro, That's why I like what you do, because we don't come up here, we don't gotta come out our pocket. We come up here, we comfortable, we get to talk our shit, and we get to promote ourselves, and we get to do it for free. There's not a lot of platforms that do that. You know what I'm saying?
But the feedback also shows, though.
Right.
People love the bounce.
Right. Big shout out to Maddie. I see Maddie's whole development. Look at how good he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And there's money to be made.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nipsey Hussle said it the best. He said, yo, if you're in this rap shit trying to make money, that's the wrong conversation you're having, because you should be doing it for the love of music.
And then the money will come.
Yeah.
I've even had conversations with managers, people, I'm not going to say no names, but certain people's managers, where they're like, respectfully more, if you're talking to me about money, you're talking about the wrong thing. But then I go to my distro and I got a couple grand in there and I'm like, oh, all right, I'm doing something.
Shut up. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that we keep that there. Let's show that. That's your trophy because it's like a nonprofit. If you make a nonprofit, it's a nonprofit. You're not trying to make money, but guess what a nonprofit does? Makes money.
Yeah, when the money come back, now it's sweet. Now
you're writing off $250,000 a year. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So get your business right. Own your name. Go get your name back. Get woke. You know what I mean? That defeats all the politics in it because it's the person coming with the bag.
Yeah, and you can just do you.
And a big thing in politics and music is these bitches. I hate to say it like that. These women, these young ladies, whatever. It's these women, bro. You know what I'm saying? So there's men conversation and there's women conversation. You got to know when to, bring it together and blend it because not all personalities is going to blend. You understand? And I always had rules. I'm not going to say what the rules are, but I've always had rules for the people on my team to remain P and remain professional because, ain't
It just gets messy.
So do you mean in every position or specifically like woman artists or just like woman in every position?
A lot of female artists that I work with, either our music never comes out or we have a fallout right before it drops. I've noticed. Or there's some type of friction. And that's just me personally, on a personal level.
I mean, you just see it a lot. He don't want to say it, but I be having a lot of motherfucking issues too. You know what I mean? But again, it comes down to like this, it's tough. But when you and the opposite sex are doing the same thing, right? Like chasing something that rubs shoulders with each other, whether it's modeling, music, so then it starts off like that, like, oh yeah, let's build and. I mean, and then remember, like sometimes, like this is a smart brother right here. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, I'm a single brother and shit like that. So, I mean, if it's shaking, it's baking for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, which I've learned over time. I had to humble myself in ways because brother here is just like, hey, yo, listen, like when it comes to ones that we like working with, it's only gonna ruin shit in the end, right?
Because mixing business and pleasure.
Yeah, because in the end, it doesn't. I mean, just pleasure in general. Like to me, I don't believe. I mean, like for me, it's always gonna happen like that, whether it's music or not. Like I can fuck with a shorty down the street, and she's gonna get like that soon. But
it's the emotions.
With the music, we can't mix that because I can just dub somebody who's just down the street and just never talk to them again or whatever. I don't even want to do that to nobody type shit. But it's like if that's what it comes to. But when it comes to this music shit, the wrong fallout with somebody. Even if you've done nothing really wrong, that person, if they're in the music, if they're in the scene, people fuck with them, people follow them, like they can turn people against you for nothing. You feel me? Because they didn't get what they wanted. Things like that.
Yeah. So a lot of the music don't drop.
The setup and stuff like that.
And I mean,
it's just they'll just talk like a month ago I was one of your favorite artists because we were working together, but now that we're not talking, now you got all this shit to say about what type of artist I am and what type of person I am, right?
Like publicly?
It happens. It happens.
Just behind people?
Put it like this.
But it always comes across the desk.
It always comes across the desk. Yeah. And that's the thing, the reason why me and Mort have, the reason why we're still the marksmen, always will be, is we've never let, like all that will test, like you'll start, the best way to see how a real man is, right? Like to see a man's true characters, you can see him in every situation, even fighting. You might even hold it down there. Like, let's see him around some women. And that's where you're going to really find out what type of man a man is.
Even money.
Money or women, you know what I'm saying? But women, it's
like 100 times more.
Yeah, because I know some of the illest dudes on the planet, there was the one check you never seen that they didn't mark off in their characteristics is they get around women, they act like goofies, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the penitentiary and the cemetery is full of people because of something that might have stemmed over a
just
woman.
Like the Bible.
And
the Bible's full of it too.
Yeah. And we try to keep it P, you know what I mean? Like things like that, like don't get me wrong, it's not like we don't mess with female artists.
Yeah, you gotta coexist.
Again, we shout out Roxy, I mean, Roxy's one of our dogs we still fuck with to this day, and she's been about the music, working on the music. That's what we do. Me and her got three music videos out. You know what I mean? Like, you go look at me or anything we're doing, you see she's right there with us. So that's someone that I can say out of a bunch of them that
one of the most supportive,
one of the hardest working. You know what I'm saying? It's like she got the vision here. Right. The vision to her isn't like, oh, connect to the music and then we're gonna the goal is this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see us with her with us a park at the radio station. She's with us. You know what I'm saying? She's on all of our albums. I'm on her album. She's on her album. Right. She's one of them, man. So that's I think that's something that made me and Mort become real close because again, as we're trying to build this thing, we both got this vision. Which is like we both know we're nice enough. Like we first started doing songs together, like, and then I started growing to that, and like now it's like we started looking like, bro, they ain't nobody. let's just keep it above, man.
I was gonna say, ask like how important it was to work with women artists and stuff like that, because they got a big wave going on right now. Cardi B,
the women are
like
winning.
The women are winning. And if you don't got music too, like again, not like I think me and boy will sometimes make music that women like without women in it, right?
Right. Yep.
But like, yeah, having that woman's touch on things is a dope thing. It also breaks down like a lot of, like, a lot of like a lot of the way people look at you and things like that, right? So it's like before, I was just rapping for years, bro, for years. Never, I mean, I do my thing with women on the side. I never was like, but like making music with women, I was like, it never was a thing until this last 2-3 years. And it's like, now I'm doing it a lot, and the music is great. The music is great. It's not always just a guy's voice, right?
Yep.
So like, women have a huge part of this. I mean, you know, a woman's whole aura and body is one of the best things God ever created. That's like, so you mix that the right way.
That's like they say, sex sells, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but even as a guy, right, and you start to blow up a little bit, men become like sex symbols too, especially, you know what I mean? And women listen to a lot of men's stuff because like maybe the way they look or, you know what I mean?
And you're right, and I think that coincides with like, you know, like, again, like I keep mentioning Roxy. She's one of the hardest working with us. We got videos with a couple different women, but like, yeah, like any video you see with me and Roxy, we looking fucking incredible. You know why? Because that energy bounce off each other. Now, again, that's not that's homie. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will look and say all this. Oh, it looks like it, but it's that's energy they're seeing. We're two great looking people, and we could have looked that good by ourselves in the video, but it only looks that much better with both of us in the video. They got a video together. It's like, you know, it's just like when you got talented and good looking people together, and it's more than
it's easier to work with people who look good and take care of themselves.
Yeah. You know, and people like to see it. Again,
it's easier to present.
People like to see me on camera, and then they see that I got a good-looking person in there too. But it's like, oh, look at all this shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard a woman tell me that. She said it like, my girl was right there when she said it. She's like, nah, it's easy to work with more. Number one, he looks good. Number two, it's like the nigga's nice. He's nice at the music shit, and you know, you want to hear a sound, and it's the sound. It's really about the voice, the way your voice is. Even me and this brother, we started singing. Well, I never thought I'd be singing.
Never, bro.
Like, we started singing, and a lot of these women helped me with that. Like, shout out to Rox again. Like, she was one of the women who came and like literally was my vocal coach.
Yeah.
Like literally, like, nah, do it like this. Like, go up and go down. I never knew what a high or a low. I never knew none of that. So I learned a lot of that through, you know, working with women too. You know what I'm saying?
And on the music thing, like with the sound of music, like my daughter listens to like 13 or 14 or cheerleading thing, like listens to the sound of the music, like they listen to their music, like play it when they're cheerleading and doing their like whatever.
I didn't even know, that's fire.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah. No, it is super dope, and I've had people tell me the same thing, like, yeah, like, oh, I'd be like, yo, you tapped it, and they're like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? Like, workout in the morning, the MARXMEN's one of my workout playlists, and I'm like, see, yeah, man, it's I think a lot of that too, like, helped push us to keep shit together, right? Because this is the hardest thing to do, man. Like, to chase something like this, that like you gotta find the things that are telling you like to keep going, right? And those signs are hard to see with all this. But like with me and this brother here, it's just like it's kind of been like sign after sign after sign. There's only been, you know what I mean? And if there's these, that's more of like a mental thing, like, you know what I mean? But like when it comes to like what we've been doing with this music shit, it's always been just like creation, and more creation. Like, you know what I'm saying? I dropped I went crazy this year. Me and this brother went crazy this year. After I dropped my album or before it, I dropped the video for the album. Like, bro, I got a couple.
You was at the release. You was at the show, right?
That was the one in Revere.
The Lumina.
Yeah, it was in Revere.
Sammy's Patio.
It was in Revere.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the name didn't fucking.
Yeah, it used to be Sammy's. I mean, we literally had bringing Sammy's back, but Lumina's is crazy. It looks so much different. Like,
you didn't stay the whole show though, right?
I think I did the old Irish goodbye type of shit.
Yeah.
I started to get a little wavy, and it's all good.
The night was great, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I do gotta say on the vocal tip too, because like he was saying, homie Roman Visuals, Ness the best. He produced the MARXMEN. He produced my album. He definitely did a lot to help me with like I got a couple songs like I'm singing.
Right.
You get me? Like there's no other way about it. Like I'm fucking singing on this.
It's not rapping at all.
Like, and it's like some of my favorite music of mine. And some other people, I've had people hit me up and, yo, that one though, like, and I'm like, damn, see, like, yeah. So like again, just the signs like that, man, and just it definitely pushed me and this brother to just be like, yeah, bro, like, look. There's no way these things are happening for no reason. And again, I'm just gonna say this one time strong. Like, I don't even want to be out there getting crazy. Like, first time on, and I've been on a lot of podcasts. There's not two. there's no two brothers out here fucking with me and my brother. That's it.
Combine.
What's the word? As a whole. Like.
So what about like, aren't there like promoters that do like a versus thing, or is that something you guys ever thought about that? As far as like the.
We just got pulled. We were about to get pulled into one. Okay. We were supposed to do a versus.
Some Rhode Island kid hit me up and challenged me. Shout out to Bang Wiz.
Yeah.
I never heard of him before he hit me up. But he's nice. I ended up tapping into his music, and then I don't know why it didn't happen.
So also when it didn't happen, they also had a podcast out there that they
Shout
talked
out
about
to
it.
Moolah.
Shout out to the headliners, Entertainment Man, Moolah Monopoly, Biggs, Blaze. These are our guys. We got music with them. Yeah. So they were up there. So like they were masked. Everybody else there was from Prof. So they had asked them real quick, like, who y'all would have took? They brought more BZ up. Everybody in the whole place, more. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody the opposing. But they brought me up, and of course my brothers had held me down. And then sometimes I be feeling like people do their best to keep it like they're like, oh, they know other dude. Yeah. So like, well, we're gonna say him, but now the comments are all about me, which like compliments are all about me. It's like I thought y'all just chose this person, but then like I chose this person, but I love how Supreme's visuals are. I love how. So it's like it's all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But my guys held me down. They know what's up. And then we also have Pretty Demon. Shout out Pretty Demon.
Shout out Pretty Demon.
She was supposed to battle who? A to G or something.
A to G, yeah.
Shout out her. I don't know who she is.
I'm gonna be real though. We was about to go there and burn them.
And
we was about to go over there.
And again, this is a respectful thing.
In
I swear.
Own city, and they know that.
I am not like by far the cockiest
respectfully, confidently, not cocky. Yeah. I was gonna go over there and I was gonna torch your man.
And then I think at the end, before it really like got canceled, I think they were like, y'all can do like collab.
No, we went to the show. Remember we seen him? We seen him at the show. Me and Roxy did this.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, if we did the verses, they were thinking about letting us
do collab? Oh, my God. It would have been ridiculous. Right. It would have been a MARXMEN show.
Don't do that. Me and this kid have an album together.
You're going to let B... All right,
yeah. We have an album together. It's too easy for us. Yeah, we'll put on the show. You know what I mean? So, again, it was dope. Something we really wanted to do. It got dubbed out. But
why do you think it's important to reach out to, like, Rhode Island and other, like, states in New England? Do you think like as a whole it should be like a New England thing, or are we all about mass right now? Like what do you think about that? I mean, you said headliners too, the collaborations are all important.
Like I've been, all right, so let me start with like Fall River, right? It's just a lot of goofy shit going on. Like sometimes dudes be out there, like even the show we went to in Rhode Island recently, it was like dudes is out there having a wrestling match on the floor instead of just performing. And sometimes it's like, I like a show that's more organized. Like I don't like all the, I don't know, I just feel like dudes are all over the place and they make it an open door for anybody to do anything. Like no shade to War Rack and them, shout out to War Rack, they super viral, but some of the stuff they do for, views or whatever they do is not something that I would do.
Right, so then I guess what brother's trying to say too is, again, like, whatever, their lane's cool, all that, like, comedy stuff, because I have this conversation with a bunch of people all the time. But, like, yeah, man, like, this shit ain't a joke to us.
Yeah, I take this shit serious, bro.
So what about, like, rap, hip-hop is one of those things that sometimes overlap with, like, the streets and stuff like that. So how do you try to navigate that and, like, being two guys that been locked up in the system and all that? So we got a little bit more of a shorter leash, right, if something goes down.
Let me say this, right? I say this to this brother all the time, bro. I led gangs and I sold drugs and I did the worst of the worst, right? But this music shit, bro, this is like the devil, cuz. It's like some demonic
it brings out shit in people that...
shit that people do for clout. It's not even for money. And we risk our lives every time we go to a show, a showcase. Somebody could see a flyer, someone that don't like me, and come do something. Like just recently we had a show Sabotage because they said there was going to be a beef. Like this is what I'm trying to say. Like it's so dangerous. And it's like a lot of people went to music. Like Ice-T said, yo, I started doing music to get away from the streets. And then what happens, the streets got brought into it, so I stopped doing music.
Yeah.
That's why I was trying to switch lanes in the film. But then the streets get involved in that in a weird way. It's politics, like you say,
Every single thing.
And like I always say this to this brother too, like if I would have came home from my bed and went to the union and was a local 22 guy, and I just worked every day and didn't do music and never made a social media.
Nobody would be talking about him.
Nobody would give a fuck what more Beezy was
100%.
doing.
It's because they see his face, they see his name, and when you see in someone's name all the time, especially like then they're from your city, it's just like, you have to talk about it.
It's the quality of people too that they see you with, rubbing shoulders with Davies, Jada Kiss, you got the song with Millies and all that shit.
Yeah, all the hitters, all the main ones, all the people who are relevant, and
and like you said, if he was If he was ducking, if he wasn't on camera and was just like working, right? Everybody would maybe even forget. Like they might even when they hear his name, like, oh wait, more like I haven't seen his face in years or whatever. But like, bro, you can't even turn. I don't care. Like you out here, you can't turn on anything without seeing me.
I'm the face. I'm the face of my city,
and that's for sure. This is Mr. East Boston.
I'm the face of my city, and I think a lot of people, even in my city, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't care how no one's gonna feel about it. I think a lot of people have envy, jealousy, and they want it to be them. They don't feel like I deserve it.
Yeah.
And I think it's because maybe my age a little bit, maybe because I didn't get to post up those years in the hood, and I didn't get to really put it down in the hood or from around the way like people would expect me to. But they don't understand, because they're not my age, that you have to have a story behind your music. If you're 20 years old, you haven't lived long enough to have a fucking story.
You tell me about that shit
music,
you went through from
bro.
15 to 20?
Yeah, you're not, you know what I mean? My adolescent, this brother will tell you, my cousin right here will tell you, I've been locked up my whole life, literally. And that's pretty much why the streets get brought into it, because it's hard for me to, you know, prove to my city and the people that grew up around me that I've changed. That's hard for me to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's more, man. That nigga's crazy. He's still, and that's literally it. They'll be like, oh, I know more because of a war story, not because of anything to do with music. So when people see me now and them just meeting me when I'm coming home and doing this shit, they know me for this. They're not knowing me for that. So when they meet the people that know me for that, and they're like, that guy right there, that guy's so humble. He's such a, that guy's a sweetheart. What the fuck you mean? Yeah, no, that guy used to be a savage. And you know, I don't, like I said, I don't glorify the violence in my case. I don't even really like talking about this shit, but I did what I had to do as a man. Here I am putting on. And like I said, I'm an open book, bro. I'm an open door. I'm a whole platform, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Stand on it.
And I feel like the big thing too with the social media is the like you could be an ill artist or whatever, but you gotta have personality too.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
you
sure.
feel that that's important? Like why that's important?
Yeah, because they become a fan of you.
Right.
Yes.
Who you really are. Like we come in here and we talk about this and shed layers, like, wow, this guy's really down to earth. He's really intelligent.
Like
I'm not just one of these dumbass rappers.
Right.
And I just met his father yesterday too, so I see the intelligence too is a hereditary thing too.
Absolutely. Hey, shout out to Jason Trim. Did you go? I'm in a documentary called Some of the Legends.
Absolutely.
And my father's on the first 5 seconds of it. They use my father. You know what I mean? Again, you see, like it's just. Yeah, like
we gotta get Jim up here. Shout out to Jim.
Yeah, again, he did time too. Yeah, shout out my father, man. Again, Some of the Legends. Just see my pops on that video.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man. It's,
but those are important too, man, because I feel like we're all telling the story of Mass in New England, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's through the music videos, the songs, or the podcast, you know, just people coming up telling their story, the documentaries, the Somerville thing. Maddie just did the Cambridge thing, you know what I mean? Which I guess we just stopped like some random Portuguese guys on the street. Turns out my boy hit me up. He's like, oh, that was my pops, bro. I'm like, that's fine. I know the dude. Oh, yeah. I was like, that's crazy. So I feel like it's all important though too. I feel like with the we kind of got like the jail to prison. Not really the genre, but a lot of people that come from that are starting to like get some good motion right now. Do you feel like there's like jealousy behind that before like people feel left out who didn't do time? Because I get that vibe sometimes, bro.
But what it is that, like you said, like platforms like yours, Maddie's, things like that, especially, I mean, you're one of the OGs when it comes to that, like, you know, we put, when dudes came home, right, and come to this platform, they, you know, we're putting like these stories on Front Street, right, and we're making it important, we're telling people this is an important thing to pay attention to, and then they're hearing jail stories, they're hearing the authenticity of these people and shit like that, so then, like, I can get it where, like, again, a 20-year-old who, like, never been locked up, never been through nothing, like, what's he gonna get up here and talk about? Like, yeah, like, he rhymes fast and he drinks bottles at night, like, you get me? It's like, it's like, that's a story, and a lot of people out here respect that story because a lot of people have been to jail, so it's like, I think, like, what you're saying is definitely correct, like, yeah, it's tough, but it's like, oh, if you haven't been, I don't want to say, like, you haven't been to jail, you haven't been through things, it's like, nobody wants to watch it.
It's like what we've been doing even when we're locked up, we just making the most out of our situation, the bad situation, trying to turn it into something positive, you know what I mean? That's
I think people are really fascinated, like the 85% of the world is so fascinated with how much we develop after coming out from doing that type of time.
You know, when we did the Big Dookie Chain, shout out
big shout out to
Big Dookie Chain. Like when we were there, he literally stopped the whole thing and was like, yo, I need the listeners and the watchers to pay attention to this. This is when we had Day Heat there too, who did time, and it's like there's like 30-something years of jail on that couch. It was like 1, 2, 3.
And Ant was there too.
Ant was there too.
Yeah.
He just came home that day, and but he's seen it, which I respect when people see this because they're just like it's what I seen in him when we first started really linking up. Again, back to I've been in East Boston now. East Boston's like my second home now. I've been there. I done shot videos there. I'm out there. They know who I am.
They know
what's going on. But I'll be out there, and his people from the hood will be like, hey, yo, like he said, like. Yeah, like you don't even know, like the old more, like right, and it's crazy to me, and I want people to pay attention to that because it's crazy to me because even me, I'm like, this brother is not doing nothing but smiling all the time, trying to build things, trying to build people, not trying to hate on nobody anytime. No. Oh, okay, push them, never trying to drag nobody down, and it's like people won't expect that when people have lived through 12 years of torment, like you know what I'm saying, and a lot of people come out bitter, a lot of people come out trying to be, and it's like, bro, this dude has done nothing but try to help, and like that's who I am too, and it's hard to find. So that's another thing that made the Marksman thing like, oh nah, like this brother just thinks a lot like me, you know what I mean, moves like me in a lot of ways. So.
And I feel like even just meeting people who like been locked up in prison, it's just easier to relate to these type of people because they know like what you've been through or those types of situations. You know what I mean? In Massachusetts, it's a small system too, so if someone comes up and starts fucking being fraudulent up here, there's gonna be plenty of people that are gonna call it out.
And it happens. And it happens. But we've had people shout us out.
You know what I mean? So
we've had people shout. You know?
But the comments
shout
will
out
still
to Summit.
Some of the comments
Big
will
shout out to
still even
Summit.
be like, "That's a lie" when there's 10 people on there verifying a certain story.
Exactly.
That I just can't even.
It sucks, bro. It sucks. For me, paperwork is law and paperwork is key. You know, I don't want to hear nothing about nobody. Unless there's some tricky shit, because I know that there's ways to hide your paperwork, but then there's also ways to get it. You can pay lawyers to get it. Because there are definitely people out there that I know told that it's hard to get your hands on their paperwork. I know they did, you know what I mean?
And I think Massachusetts is one of the harder places
to get the paperwork.
Get that stuff. Like that's why 1090 Jake, a lot of his stuff's Florida, because they have more access to that information.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I think.
And I bet you there is shit out here that if you
Shout
pay for
out
it,
to 1090.
you know. So yeah, man, it gets tough. Again, like the music in the streets, man. It's like, you know, when we're out here trying to do something positive, but also talking about all the negativity that we had to go through.
Right.
In the music.
Or even in our lives.
It's draining. I do it here all the time.
Right.
Sometimes it's like, man,
so then
being in that
trauma dump. They becoming trauma dumping, right?
Right. And it's tough because it's like we out here just trying to talk about things. We talk about these these things that are tough to deal with, create trauma, create PTSD, all these things, but we're talking about it in a better light, like fighting those demons and becoming better. And just because of whatever, sometimes, man, again, like if you've been in the streets and you've done things in the streets, the one thing I can say that sucks about it is like people don't forget things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sad to say, and again, I'm a great person, man, but I've hurt, you know what I mean? I've had to hurt people for whatever reasons, whether I believe that was the real reasons. You know, surviving how long me and him have at all in the streets or in jail, you don't make it that far without having to have hurt.
Right. Well, especially when the success starts to come too. That's when it might just trigger that old, that motherfucker.
Success
You know what I mean?
is
Like you said,
child.
he might never be thinking about you because you're in the union, this and that. But now he sees you.
He sees
rubbing
everybody
shoulders
loving
with
him.
goats. Getting all the love, man. And it just might spark that haterism, right?
100%. It does it all the time. I believe that there's a lot of people out there that be, you know, they'll see me and more. They dap us up. They even say things like, love what y'all are doing. But they would, and then see other actions from them same people that you just like, you wouldn't have done that if that was true. So it's like,
oh, my bad.
No, you're good.
I wanted to bring, before I had a thought in my mind before it passed. Was I've had people up here that had their lyrics used against them in federal cases and all that. So I guess what message would you want to say to that? Maybe I feel like I said, we're a little older. I feel like where age comes a little bit more wisdom. But I feel like the youth is very misguided when it comes to that.
I think you need to be talking. You can talk about anything in the world. Don't talk about exact situations.
Right.
You're talking about streets and what time it happened and the name of the person. Like that, all of that needs.
Name dropping's a big thing.
Oh, definitely name dropping or dropping any clues. Like, if you want to talk about something that I think talking about something generally and vaguely, right? But generally and vaguely, you get what I'm saying.
Right. And cleverly.
So,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying, you hear what I'm saying, but I'm not like, you're not going to be like, oh, he's talking about that time that he was there and this happened at that person. Like,
exactly, yeah.
You giving details like that, brother, I don't even feel bad for you.
And it's the corroborating story. It's
That's
the
what I'm saying.
person.
You're
It's-
giving details that corroborate.
They
with
might
the,
have
with
like
the
these
investigation,
pieces,
yes.
and you just
put it together.
But what did I say in the
And it's
jetpack?
it's a lack of vernacular. Like their vocabulary is.
Yeah, they just
on
can't
low.
be tricky with it.
They can't.
They have to be so deliberate.
Yeah.
And think.
But
But what
they
I
don't
say?
read it. They don't read. You know what I'm saying? We've been locked up. We got a big
Exactly.
vocabulary.
No, it's true.
The vernacular,
You know what I mean?
The vernacular is a huge thing. But I said in the jetpack shit, I'll show you people. I'll show you kitchens that make more than $100 grand in, and I said, I'll show you people who caught cases and drag their mans in. And it's like, again, it's just like people like,
But you're not saying where the kitchen's at. You know
never
what
said
I'm
where the
saying?
kitchen's at. And I'm not even telling you about who
You know
dragged
what
who
I'm
in.
saying? Right.
But I'm still getting off the same message.
But
and
these
it's like,
dudes
these
are
people will be like, nah,
yeah.
Tommy, like
Yeah,
they'll
right.
give it up. Like,
They'll
god
give it
damn.
up.
Like,
Or the whole statute of limitations thing too. They're talking about a smack that happened. Well, I mean, smack obviously is no statute, but they're talking about something that might have just happened a week ago.
Right.
Yeah.
We're a little older.
Look
The
at
case
Barry
is open.
Schmurder.
That's 20 years
the case
ago
is open.
That we did time for.
Right.
yes, if a case is closed, it's closed.
That's why you got to pay attention to podcasts like Drink Champs. They always talk about statute of limitations. That's why a lot of people are like, damn, why is Tony Yayo or this person up there talking about that? Because it's already been 20 years. There's nothing they can do about it. You know
It's
what
done.
I'm saying? It's done. It's
I
over.
can talk about my case 1,000 ways over. Who was there? What
over.
happened? It doesn't matter. It's done. I'm sentenced. I did my time. I came home. There's nothing they can do. Come on, come get me. It don't matter. I already did my time. So like again, that like you said, things happened 2 weeks ago. Then I've been to studios where the producers telling me like, nah, bro, like, you know what I mean? The whole names, but like, yeah, homies came over here, recorded a song, saying all this shit in the song, you know what I mean? Names, all that, yeah. And like, all right, hey, he's the producer, he's gonna produce it. Next day, they're like, hey, yo, can you like take this out there? And he's like, bro, like, why'd y'all even record it? Because this is all they know, bro. A lot of these young cats, they literally can't be relevant without beef.
Right.
That to me is sad. That to me is sad. I had beef in my life, and when it was going down, couldn't wait for it to be done so I could get back to doing what I was supposed to be doing. Right. These dudes literally wake up in the morning, and because they don't have they're not super money getters, they're not whatever, they don't have a lot of like responsibility, that they're just watching drill videos and they're like, yeah, like the only way someone's gonna respect me is if I go out there and drill some shit down or hurt somebody, do some shit. And I feel bad for brothers like that.
They got a gun and a phone.
Yeah, and again,
And
don't
it's
get
real
it twisted.
beef. It's not just rap beef. You know what I mean? Like
right.
on wax type, they're really out there beefing.
Right, and again, I also want to say this too for the young boys. I got respect for the young boys, man. I'm all about the youth and stuff. But like, yeah, don't get it twisted, cause like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I definitely don't need beef to make me relevant, but I am very relative with beef. You get me? Don't get it twisted out there. Like, yeah, like I'm for whatever, but it's like I'm more for. What I say, I said revenge is a sweeter taste. No, I said revenge is a sweet taste, but success is the true reward. And it's just like I can sit there and be, listen, we focus here. This is what we're doing, and they see what we're doing. We've been doing this now.
And
for
it's all
2-3
about
years.
get back. It's all about, this dude did that, so let me get back, and then they talk about that, and then it's a reason for them to rap.
I mean, and even at the highest levels and stuff like that, their beef is little TJ. I mean,
Right.
Quando, Rondo, King
Yeah,
Von, man,
Dirk,
Fulio, all these people.
yeah.
just
So
really,
that's what
they're
these-
millionaires, and they're still doing that.
And
Like,
that's what the
why,
young cats
bro?
are seeing, and they're going, oh, look, no, they're paid. Like, these dudes were broke, they're paid. What are they talking about? Killing shit. Let's get to it. And sadly,
And how it always ends.
Yeah, we
Niggas
talked
locked up or dead.
We talked about a little bit, like maybe some past beef coming up because of the success. What about like with the police? You think the police see
Absolutely.
stuff like that? Like, you know what I mean?
The
And they
police
might
are
get
definitely
get a little-
watching this.
Hey, yo, listen, I'm not gonna say their names. Obviously, like, yeah, bro. But in a couple different. First of all, the Bounce Back podcast, the one with Beast on it, like, dudes were talking about that upstate.
In jail.
Dudes were talking about that upstate. Like, he got the call before. I mean, my man Beast is home. He had in that time had went back, came back.
Yeah, I
Boom,
talked
but-
to him.
yeah, and like, bro, they were talking about that shit. That shit made so much waves. The jail was talking about it. I got people up there right now that are literally daily. Like, bro, I've been talking. They know what's going on. Like, they seen Mort drop the Millie's joint. You know what I mean? They heard about that. Boom, boom. And you know what I'm
Everything
saying?
we're doing, they're hearing about.
Right now, the streets is in the jails. Like,
We're even shouting dudes out like that's locked up in our albums.
all the time.
Legit.
My man C's locked
Shout
up right
out
now.
to
It's my
C's,
dog.
man.
He's gonna be on the MARXMEN too. We already got a recording from him, and even if we don't, we're gonna re-record something. He's burning stuff daily.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have
C's
like a
about to
phone
come home.
recording, and it's gonna be like free C's, and he's gonna be on the next album.
What's the situation with Dana, man? He coming home soon or whatever? What's up with the- I know, remember y'all came.
Dana got a few months left. He's coming home.
There you go.
Shout out to Dana. We got a couple tracks dropping. I actually just put a couple files together, and one of the tracks we did, the one we shot the video here for, we might drop that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean, that's another diss beef track. So you know how it goes, man. That's the only reason why people are watching it.
Absolutely, man. What's your favorite part about working together? I guess both of y'all. What's your favorite part about working with one another, bro?
Hey, yo, man. I guess it's because realistically, I literally, which we probably didn't do it how we're doing it, but I literally said to them all, like, we might need like a Marksman 1, Marksman 2. We're talking about 3 years of crazy outcomes and crazy scenarios and things like that. But to sum it up, try to answer that question the best without going about all them, I've been through a lot of friendships, been through a lot of things, been through a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I have a really good understanding of people, and I have a real good understanding of, like, seeing when somebody does something like this, like, it's because of this or whatever, and this is just who their character is. So there's a lot of, like when you meet someone, like, there's a lot of boxes to check off, right? And I can say the thing that, I mean, one, I'm just grateful of this man's friendship. Like,
same here.
Listen, put this music down
It's
today.
my dog. Right. That's what I always tell myself.
Put the music down today.
We don't got to do music no more. It's my dog.
That's what brought us. That's what brought us.
Yeah.
But Mark Elliott Brown, he's the other marksman. This is Mark James David. It's the same. This is what it is. So it's like, I just appreciate this brother being in my life in general. You know what I'm saying? Just having a solid dude.
That's the twin right there.
You know what I'm saying? Just having a solid motherfucker in my life. But when it comes to like the music, it's just never been that easy. It's just never been that easy.
Yeah, we go in there and it's crazy.
No, we literally, the whole entire Marksman tape happened on the spot. Nothing was planned.
Any studio we've ever walked into.
Studio.
This is what I already know. I don't even gotta say. He's like, I'm going to burn.
He turned me into that.
Like, I'm going to burn. I'm like, we'll go and we won't even be our session. We'll hear a beat and we'll just write to it on the low.
We'll be in the background like this.
Just have it ready.
Just in case someone's like, y'all want to get on this? Burn. Yeah. And something about that. I've worked with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I also have a great connection to music with a lot of people. Nothing's like what me and this dude do. If we had a studio, if we had somebody that literally could just, I mean, life is life. I work. I got bills. I got an 19, turning 19 this year. I got a grown-ass son. This kid got 5 kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if someone put us in a studio that we had free reign for and didn't need to worry about nothing, didn't need to worry about hours and money, which is obviously something almost everybody got to worry about. But like, you give us free reign, like, bro, the way we work, I don't think there's 2 people on the planet that can work as fast as us.
No, it's a
on
fact.
the planet.
I be feeling the same way about the podcast. Like, I just had, because this place closed at a certain, if I had the unlimited access.
If you had the unlimited access, you'd probably be in which is again,
this
podcast has been working. Like,
I feel like this scenery gives you character, though.
Right.
I love
like,
this scenery.
This scenery.
And it's his. Bro, every time I look over,
this is your shit, bro.
Every time I look over, I remember what I wore in our first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had that crazy burgundy leather what I did for Truth Is. I was going crazy. And I remember somebody was talking shit too. I'd be a little wild. My energy's a little crazy.
Yeah, so talk about that. How do you do? I get it all the time too. The shit talking.
Somebody commented like, that kid Butter's got ADHD or some shit. Oh, that's been pre-ADHD.
How do you deal with that? Not take it personal? Is it mostly come from strangers, or does it come from people you know? And people got to watch out too, because like I said, Massachusetts system small, streets
crazy
small,
haters,
bro.
Yeah. I've never had bad comments from people I know. Never. I will say I got a lot of love out there. So he used to have the the vlog, and he's really good. I ignore them. I'll ignore them. But again, I can remember like 5 on my hand out of all the videos I dropped. And we've had 1 or 2 of them were like seasoned haters for us. Like they weren't even it's
some fake account
that we know. Like I mean, but like I'll get on there, I'll see it. I'm the king at not responding to shit. Like I won't do it. Like,
I'll have your back though. Like if someone
this is what I wanted to bring to it. I'll say anything and I'll see later. Like my mother, shout out Mama Dukes 113, man. She got her own page on YouTube too.
Yeah,
but she's like my biggest fan. She, all of us, and she'll be like, "Did you see what Mort was arguing with dude?" I'm like, "What?" And I go and like dude will be like, something, whatever he's saying. Mort will be like, bitch, what you even come straight? He holds
straight
it down.
For the neck.
He's like, like you're a scram. Like you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean? So like he's big on that. Like, but again, only like never nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like there's really not too much out there like it matters. You know what I mean? Like again, if it's someone I knew and then they're talking about things like they're talking about like character things. Like they're talking bad about my character. Like that's.
I think most of the time I just go to their page and I look at them. I'm like,
I don't like the beefing thing. There's 2 songs made this year, which you know what I mean. There's 2 songs made this year. That's diss songs. My name is in it. I ain't in it.
Right.
and they're not even talking bad about me. It's like literally people using my name to talk about somebody else. It's a long story, but
and also holding them down because people be talking.
Yeah, because like a couple of these little jealous women be saying things, and then I got a couple shorties that's literally like, oh, you're just mad because of this, right? We're gonna keep it at that. But yeah, like I'm so against all that because like this is the best way I can explain it. Like I say it in like 4 or 5 songs. I have a song with Tap In with Ken Rock SG where I say like
free Ken Rock.
Way too busy to entertain rap beef. Up in the pole, he ran like a track meet. But like I'm literally like I only know how to deal with beef one way.
Right.
One way. I've actually beefed with someone I was fucking with for a minute online. He got spicy online. I'm like, what? Like, hold on. Inbox me like, yo, bro, like, this is like the game. So I'm like
it's trolling, bro.
Brother, trolls get put in the dirt like a cold fable. Like, I'm not playing with y'all trolls, bro. Like, stay away from me, because and I don't want to respond. I don't want to do none of that, because when I decide that it's real beef, then I'm gonna treat it like real beef, and you're not gonna see me post, you're not gonna see me do anything, and I'm gonna be a soldier now again. And it's like, I'm trying to stay away from all that. I really am. Exactly. Like I show great energy to everybody, bro. You got beef with me, you got beef with yourself. Right. You got beef with me, you got beef with something in here. You don't like me because I'm white. You don't like me because you think you deserve it or whatever. But you definitely don't got beef with me because of anything foul about me.
No, it's usually outward projection of how they feel about themselves.
Exactly. That's what it is. And like and I'm telling you, there's a lot of dudes I know for a fact. They see me and Mark really getting crazy. They're like, hold on, let me go do the homework on the white kid. Right? They did the homework and they're like, fuck.
Yep.
Because they can't say nothing.
There's no flaw.
They can't say nothing. Right. You go to the prisons, you go to anywhere, even women, like, which is most of the time if you find a shit talking woman, she's still just gonna not even say nothing crazy. It's gonna be like, she can't fuck with me. She don't get her way. But it's like, yeah, like, bro, I don't got dirt nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't got bad dirt nowhere that you're gonna dig up on me. So yeah, I don't know, man. There's been a lot of things, little things that happen. And it's like, yeah, it's like they respect me more because they have no choice.
We demand it.
Because we demand it. Let me tell you, they want to not.
Yeah.
They want to not. They want to. So you know how bad they want to wake up one morning and get a text message saying this is is bad on Primo Mort.
Because they'd love to see it.
They're waiting on it, and then in the time they're waiting on it, they keep seeing our face, and they're like, "Damn, man, we can't."
So they could go to their little faceless page and try to expose people.
And that'd be the same people.
And then it's like, bro, also you don't make it to this age through all these prison things we've done, through these streets like we've done, through this music shit like we've done.
Yeah.
You don't make it this far. How long we've been doing it? If you got dirt,
right?
Dirt comes up.
I don't even know why anyone knows that they have dirt would even bother to try to be a public figure at all, bro. But they do. I guess some do.
You say it so perfectly. I see people dropping things doing this, and then like the paperwork comes up their ass. Like, you knew that.
Right, exactly.
Why didn't you go to the union and get a job? Because they can't let go of the fact that they want to be us. And it's just like, bro, again, it takes a lifelong time of being a real motherfucker to be here. You know what I'm saying? I done took the sacrifices. I could have totally came home and spent with my son from when he was 7 to 13 years old, and I didn't because this is
to live with yourself.
Because I can't wake up in the morning and look at myself in the mirror, and let that be the thing that drives y'all, the good brothers. Please, like, make sure that when you are tested with a decision to make, even though one gives you in this like immediate benefit, right? Like, just look at sometimes take the sacrifices to be that real one, because you will be the world will reward you with that later. It really will. I got rewarded by meeting this brother because of that. I kept it funky how I was supposed to all the way down, and they finally gave me a good brother to do this shit with. And now, and that's only because we stood right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, what about the future? What are you guys looking forward to the most moving forward?
Millions, man. Millions of dollars, man. But the MARXMEN 2.
The MARXMEN 2 is on its way.
It's on its way.
Hey, yo, man, the MARXMEN, again.
It's already cooked, but we're getting it prepared.
What can people expect from that? You guys are just going to be just you two, or do you guys
definitely features?
There's definitely features, but it's going to be different genres. Like, now it's more like, this one's going to be a little more gritty. You know what I mean? Like, this one's going to be like, you might want to work out to this. You might want to jump.
Because, again, the MARXMEN has it. But we have a couple that are real crazy vibes on there, you know.
And we're bringing back like old school shit too. Like,
so there's gonna be some shit dropped that never was able to be dropped that are coming. Like that song that I made where he woke me up to be this person. I told you we went and chewed it out with the young boys and made the L song. I told you we had the bottle.
That's coming.
That's the first song I ever. That's the second and third song we recorded, but. That song has been like a thing in our storyline the whole time, that we're finally bringing it now back. We've realized we can post it, and we're going to. So,
what was the issue with it?
It was in our song.
Oh, God.
Shut Up HBG was his song at first.
I had to you know,
But HBG
make
got
sure
mad
he was
music.
cool with me using it. And he said, yeah, it was cool.
He couldn't find a place he wanted to put it. We do. So there's gonna be ill collabs on there. I'm gonna say this, that
big shout out to JAS.
Big shout out to JAS.
There's gonna be a lot of JAS.
A lot of JAS beats on there. Shout out Warhol, my man from the UK. He's all of his beats on the Marksman one. That's another thing I didn't even talk about, but like my man woke me up one day. I was going through something. Me and Mo was still, we're rocking. It was in the beginning times though. Me, when I get depressed, man, I won't talk to nobody for 3-4 weeks type shit. So I woke up one day and it was right before, if you look on the date, I did the jetpack, which is like things fly so fast I forget. The wake up. I got 100, 200 beats from this dude. He was trying to mess with me for a minute. And he's like, bro, and I had a beat maker. Shout out AV Spaz, and that's my dog. And
big shout out to Vic.
Yeah, and this dude was like, listen, I'm gonna give you an offer you can't refuse. He gave me 200 beats for $3 a piece. So I gave him, over time, I gave him $600 for 200 beats, and it's just like, see you later. We're talking about $3. We're talking about $3 a beat. $3 a beat. People offering me beats for $50. That's a good price.
Right, yeah, hell yeah.
$3 a beat. And they're nasty.
And they're all fire.
Go listen to these tapes we put
Depends on the quality too. But if they're nasty, that's
MARXMEN
nasty.
won, all him. The Success is Forgotten Child, half of it him. Yeah. And there will be some on this new album too. One thing is, like, we're definitely not going to hold back nothing on this Marksman 2. I think the Marksman 2 is going to be a crazy, crazy product and result of just what we've created, what me and him have come together to create. Yeah, like he got his album out. You know what I'm saying? I got my album out. It shows a lot what we can do. Like, again, we're only on one song on each other's albums. One song. He's on one song, I'm on one song. Right. And we did them like last seconds. Right. Because we wanted to, like, that's what the Marksman's for. Right. With the Marksman to show them what we do together, you know what I mean? And I think, again, Marksman tape, I don't think, there's not a flaw on that tape.
Shout out to Kane Shop out of Watches, too.
Yeah, yes, that's my brother.
Back seats, what's the new one? The Break Lane.
In the Break Lane, yeah. We
Demons.
got
Check out Demons. That's
Demons.
just fire.
That's supposed to be the first song on the Marksman too. Okay. We're gonna change the beat because the beat isn't ours. We thought it was. It's not. So it's good for YouTube. And
I was gonna say, I think I seen that one on YouTube.
We have it out. Right. That's cool to see. It's like, but when it comes to the album, it's gonna be that on a different beat. We're gonna
just like Matter, we had to switch the beat.
Matter on his album, there was another beat.
So y'all can monetize it, right?
Yeah, just because they won't even let you.
They won't even let you post it out.
DSPs,
they'll flag it off the rip. I have a song with Fly High Uzi that was supposed to go on my album, which again, the beat was mine, so it's my mistake. Oh, bro, it's called Switch Lanes. Me and Fly High Uzi killed it. We're still gonna do a video to it and drop it on YouTube. But it was supposed to be on this album, and at last minute, DistroKid was like, somebody owns that. So yeah, man, and again, that's a huge part of everything too. This brother knows how to register his music. He knows how, like, these are all things that it's like, thank the Lord, because it's just like,
it's almost like the legal work.
Yeah, bro, if you don't got all that shit down, bro, I don't even care how good you are.
Yeah, if you don't have your music,
I don't care how good you are.
That's why I get a little nervous too. I want to sometimes play like people's music, but then sometimes it might you might think you own the beat, and then it's next thing I know I get flagged, and it's like YouTube
if it's out
on your copyright.
So this is how you do it though. This is an easy way to
too many to shut down the channel.
Right. An easy way to test it is this song out already? Right. Play only songs that are out already. You can't be copywritten because it's already out, and it would have already been taken down, right? So you can take anything off of me and his album and play it on anything you want, because it's there. It already passed the test. So like, you don't want to play nobody's unreleased music because that's where you're gonna find out things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, again, I think that's just that might be one if you ever want to do it. Like, if that's an easy test. Is your music on Apple Music? Is it on Spotify? Yes. We can run it.
Right, that makes sense. So I guess, before I let y'all go, if y'all had some closing words for the audience, man, go for it.
Like, I get the pleasure of seeing things get cooked up and like. I get the pleasure to see that before it gets released.
Yeah.
I get the dope pleasure of seeing that get done.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
We created songs in his house.
We wrote 3 songs.
3 songs.
They'll tell me, Jim, what kind of beat, what beat, and then they'll cook something up right in front of me.
3 of them in one night.
You got to record it once or twice, man. Try to put out the behind the scenes.
Right.
So if the studio was there, those would be songs recorded already.
Right.
And again, it's just right now we're bouncing around studios, thinking that we're figuring out the next real home spot. But yeah, definitely. Again, I love things like that. Champ has seen, like, many people have seen that, and I love that people have seen that. Like, you go to any of the people we mentioned today, Rocks, most of these people, they'll tell you. They'll be like, bro, I've never seen 2 people. And again, back to how easy it is for me and him. Like, when me and him get together, bro, it's over, bro.
All I need is
like, just bring me and him in the room. I'm gonna say.
You gotta let me know one of these times. I'll pull up to the studio.
100%, bro. 100%. My man Luke in here. But I just want to say this one time, last strongly again. And I've been humble out here for a while, man. I'm a real humble soul. But my brother's helping me put that back. Yeah, like, bro. Yeah, man. Just know, like, I respect everybody that's going on, man. But when you see the Marksmen in the building, you're always gonna see something different than you've ever seen. I don't care what duels you ever watched in your life, whatever you get, there's nothing you're gonna get like you get with us. And energy, music-wise, how we hold ourselves, characteristics, and the love we got for the music, and the love we got for people that love our music. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do want to say about that. Marksmen 2. It's not. We don't got a date for it yet. Just know it will be this year. We should have that down, but we couldn't let this Marksman interview wait any longer. But the Marksman 2 is coming for sure, and just more work by me and this good brother and the rest of the bandmates who are still here with us. I gotta shout out Just Choir, my brother Just Choir.
Big shout out to Just Choir.
He's a bandmate. Again, the bandmates are like, you know, it's these are our guys. Like there's no stamp on anything, but you know, bandmates is the people me and Mort work with for sure. Roxy Hart's definitely a bandmate. Ness bandmate. You know, we got Rello, my brother Rello, who is one of the most talented brothers I ever met.
Yeah,
he's on my album on Ice is Accumulating. These are the bandmates. These are the people we're messing with. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see them, and you're gonna see many else shows from us. That's one thing that it's hard to do everything. But me and Mort lately have been throwing a lot of crazy shows. I think we really got a good chokehold on how to do this thing and how to make sure people have a memorable night. So yeah, just know the Marksmen will be on your screen. Marksmen's gonna be on your screen just like they've been for the past 2 years.
And for the future, like you said, things for the future. We're gonna have our own podcast real soon, man. I'm not gonna say the name yet because I don't want.
It's so dope. Like when this shuts off, we're telling him what the name is. But like the name, you're gonna be like, oh wait. Again, the Marks, like we know we're doing something with this. You know what I'm saying? But again, when we're almost like when we feel like I don't know what we're gonna do. That's a big thing because I have a big thing about with that when it comes to music and podcasts, right? It's kind of hard shuffling.
Because we're streamers now.
Right. So
now
like we'll see. We'll see.
We're always on camera, you know.
I think it's gonna happen. We don't know when. I still got a lot more music to push.
So you brought up the shows. Is there anything you guys already have planned right now that you want to?
July 17th and 18th, I got shows. One's in Lawrence and one's in a private location. I can't say where the other one is, but I got tickets though.
Send me the flyer too. I'll put it up on the.
I got you. Yeah, big shout out to Mula Monopoly.
Big shout out to them, man.
Big shout out to Mula.
Mula, I got tracks with Mula that y'all gonna hear soon. Me and Mort both got tracks with them.
Big shout out to Tight. TYT.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shout out to these people that we rubbing shoulders with and doing things with, man, for sure. You know?
And then as soon as we drop the Marksmen 2, you know, we're gonna have a release party for that.
So that's one of our little potions, man.
That's
we got something to drop. We're throwing an event.
That's what
we need to celebrate all these.
And I've been noticing a lot of people have been doing that out here. You know,
hey, y'all, we can go back. We can go to the dates. We did it first, y'all. But yeah, man, we're trying to celebrate all of our drops. We did it for every drop this year. His birthday, my birthday, his album, my album. We are. It's an event.
You've been there. You've seen.
We're gonna make the event. We're gonna make sure that people feel it, so they can say, "Oh, you remember that night? Like, what was that night? Oh yeah, it was what Beast's album release that night." You know, so
Marksmen 2 coming.
Marksmen 2 coming, y'all. Make sure y'all pay attention, man.
I heard near you, man.
Yes.
2026, the year of the Marksmen. Got the Marksmen in the building. My man Rob right there behind the scenes.
Yes, champ in the building.
So guys, you heard it right there. It is what it is. Remember, what's next is what you make it. On that note, out of here. Peace.
You got a moment when they see you down, just know they love it all.
Hey.
Your mother's dying wish was for me to take care of you boys, and I promised her that, and that's what I plan to do.
Where's Africa? Hold on, mama. Let me get the door. Yo, who is it?
It's me.
It's me.
Hey, yo.